Reaching this age brings profound changes in how we see life, relationships, and time itself. For years, I was the kind of person who always showed up for everyone: friends, family, neighbors, you name it. But over time, I realized not every connection is worth the energy it takes to maintain. At 65, I found that stepping back from certain relationships isn't about bitterness or resentment. It's about protecting my peace, valuing my time, and focusing on what truly matters. In this video, I'll share the life lessons that led me to this decision. From how time feels more precious as we age, to how relationships naturally change, and even why solitude has become a source of joy rather than loneliness. If this resonates with you, or even challenges your perspective, you're in the right place. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the Candle of Wisdom channel. Together, we'll explore how embracing these truths can lead to a simpler, more fulfilling life. Let's get started. 1. Time feels more precious than ever at 65. One thing becomes crystal clear at this age: time is no longer infinite. When we were younger, it felt like we had all the time in the world. We'd waste hours on meaningless conversations, relationships that didn't fulfill us, or obligations we took on out of guilt. But now, every moment feels like a gift, and it's not something I'm willing to squander anymore. This shift doesn't come from fear. It comes from wisdom. Time isn't just a number on a clock anymore. It's the foundation of how I choose to live my life. Every sunrise feels more vibrant. Every conversation with someone I truly care about feels deeper. Even the quiet moments, like sipping coffee or walking in the park, hold a significance I never noticed before. I've learned that not everything and everyone deserves a slice of my time. This isn't selfish, it's practical. As we grow older, it's essential to ask, is this worth my energy? Does it bring me joy? Does it align with my values? If the answer is no, I let it go. Because the truth is, time spent on things that don't matter is time stolen from the things that do. One way I've embraced this perspective is by simplifying my relationships. I no longer say yes to every invitation or engage in shallow conversations just to be polite. Instead, I seek connections that feel real, where I can be myself, and where the other person values my time as much as I do. A meaningful conversation over tea beats a crowded gathering where I feel invisible, every single time. This isn't about isolating myself, it's about honoring my life. I've started to see time as a trusted companion, reminding me to slow down and savor moments I once rushed through. It tells me to choose wisely because every choice has weight, and reassures me that it's okay to let go of what no longer serves me. If you're finding yourself with similar thoughts, know you're not alone. There's no rule book for how to spend your time at this stage of life, but here's what I've discovered. Focus on what matters. Time isn't about how much you have left, but what you do with it. Protect it fiercely. Fill it with purpose, peace, and people who truly uplift you. Once you start treating time as the treasure it is, your entire life shifts into something more meaningful. 2. Relationships. Change, and so do we. As the years pass, relationships evolve, and so do we. At 65, I've come to accept a hard truth. Not every relationship is meant to last a lifetime. And that's okay. It's not a sign of failure. It's just life moving forward. When I was younger, I believed relationships required constant effort. I remembered every birthday, attended every gathering, and reached out even when I felt drained. I thought being there for everyone made me a good friend, neighbor, or family member. But over time, I realized something. Not all relationships are equal. Some nurture you, while others deplete you. This shift didn't happen overnight. It came through years of experience, some wonderful, some painful. I've been hurt by people I trusted, disappointed by those I relied on, and even distanced from family members whose paths simply grew apart from mine. For a long time, I took these losses personally. I wondered, what did I do wrong? Could I have tried harder? But now I see things differently. People change. I've changed. And sometimes, the kindest thing you can do is let go. One of the most liberating lessons I've learned is to focus on relationships that feel mutual. A healthy relationship isn't one where you give endlessly without receiving in return. It's about balance. Does this person support you as much as you support them? Do they listen as much as they speak? Do they bring light into your life or take it away? As I've grown older, my circle of connections has naturally shrunk. But what remains is richer, more meaningful. The friends and family who remain are the ones who truly matter. The ones who understand me, accept me, and bring joy into my days. I no longer waste energy trying to hold on to connections that don't align with who I am today. This doesn't mean there aren't moments of nostalgia. Sometimes, I think about friends I've lost touch with or family members whose lives have taken different directions. But instead of regret, I feel gratitude. Those relationships shaped me, taught me lessons, and gave me memories I'll always cherish. They were part of my journey, even if they're not part of my present. So here's my advice. Don't hold on out of guilt or obligation. Relationships, like life, are meant to evolve. Focus on the ones that bring you peace and let go of those that don't. By doing so, you'll find yourself surrounded by love, authenticity, and connections that truly make life worth living. 3. Trust becomes more complex. Trust is one of the most fragile yet vital parts of any relationship. At 65, I've realized trust isn't something to give lightly anymore. It's a precious bond, and when broken, it leaves scars that can take time, sometimes a lifetime, to heal. In my younger years, I trusted easily. I believed in the goodness of people and their intentions. I gave my heart, time, and loyalty freely. While this openness led to many beautiful relationships, it also brought heartbreak. Over the years, I've been let down by people I never thought would hurt me. A friend who valued what I could do for them more than who I was. A family member whose choices created distance between us, and even a colleague who prioritized their gain over our shared vision. These experiences changed how I approach trust. They didn't make me bitter, but they made me careful. Now, when someone new enters my life, my first thought isn't, how can I connect with this person? But, what are their motives? It's not an easy way to live, but it's necessary. Yet, I've come to understand that trust isn't just about others. It's about trusting yourself, too. Learning to trust my instincts has been one of the most important lessons of my life. If something doesn't feel right, I no longer dismiss it as paranoia or overthinking. I've walked away from relationships that felt toxic, no matter how long they'd been part of my life. I've learned that protecting my peace is worth the difficult decision to let go. That said, trust is still possible. It's just different now. There are moments when people surprise me, in the best way. A kind stranger who goes out of their way to help. A neighbor who checks in during bad weather. These small, genuine gestures remind me that trust, while delicate, is not impossible to rebuild. The key is balance. It's about setting boundaries, not walls. It's about giving trust gradually to those who earn it over time. It's about keeping your circle small and surrounding yourself with people who show consistency, kindness, and respect. So if you find yourself more guarded as you age, know it's okay. Protecting your trust is a form of self-care. It doesn't mean you're closing yourself off. It means you're valuing yourself enough to be selective. And in this stage of life, that's exactly how it should be. The world has changed. At 65, it's impossible not to notice how much the world has transformed. Life feels faster, busier, and more tech-driven than ever before. Yet, for all the progress and convenience, something valuable seems to have been left behind: a sense of warmth, simplicity, and connection. I grew up in a time when relationships felt genuine. Neighbors weren't just people who lived nearby. They were friends. We'd visit each other without needing an invitation, sharing coffee, stories, and laughter. Families gathered regularly, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. Time spent together felt natural and meaningful. Now, things are different. People are busy chasing success, managing endless to-do lists, and keeping up with the fast pace of modern life. Conversations that were once heartfelt and deep have become brief and rushed, squeezed into moments between notifications and distractions. Even family time feels more strained, often limited by physical distance and competing demands. Technology, while a blessing in many ways, has played a role in this change. I appreciate being able to video call my grandchildren or reconnect with an old friend. 5. Clear cognitive function and mental sharpness. As we age, maintaining sharp mental faculties is a powerful predictor of longevity. The brain is like a muscle. It needs regular exercise to stay fit. People who engage in activities that challenge the mind, such as reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or even socializing, tend to have better cognitive function well into their later years. Studies show that those who keep their minds active are less likely to develop dementia and other cognitive impairments that can shorten lifespan. Being mentally alert also reduces accidents and helps manage chronic illnesses more effectively because you're better able to follow medical advice and adapt your lifestyle. If you notice signs of memory loss, confusion, or difficulty concentrating in yourself or loved ones, it's a signal to take action. Cognitive health is not just about the brain, it's deeply connected to overall longevity. 6. Strong social connections. Humans are social creatures. The quality of your social relationships can literally predict how long you'll live after 70. Loneliness and isolation are linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, and even early death. On the other hand, older adults with strong social ties, whether through family, friends, community groups, or hobbies, tend to live longer and enjoy better health. Social connections provide emotional support, reduce stress, and promote healthier habits. Even simple acts like regularly chatting with a friend or participating in a club can make a big difference. If you find yourself withdrawing from others, it's important to reach out. Join local groups, volunteer, or reconnect with old friends. Your social circle is one of your best defenses for a long, happy life. 7. Healthy sleep patterns. Sleep is the body's natural repair system, and how well you sleep after 70 significantly impacts your lifespan. Poor sleep can contribute to a host of problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, memory issues, and weakened immunity. Older adults often face challenges like insomnia or disrupted sleep cycles, but maintaining good sleep hygiene is critical. This means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, creating a restful environment, limiting screen time before bed, and avoiding heavy meals or caffeine late in the day. If you struggle with sleep, seek advice from a healthcare professional. Don't let poor rest steal your years. Prioritize sleep, and you'll boost your health, mood, and longevity. Powerful ending with hook and call to action. Remember, Your health after 70 is shaped by the daily choices you make right now. These signs aren't just warnings. They are your roadmap to a longer, fuller life. If you notice any of these signs in yourself or your loved ones, take action today, because the best time to invest in your future is right now. If you found this video helpful and want more wisdom that can truly change your life after 70, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with family and friends who need to hear this message. Your longevity journey matters, and together, we can unlock the secrets to living better, longer. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.